Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I will be reviewing a fragrance called Sidra Wood from the brand of Al-Jazeera Perfumes. So, stay tuned. Sidra Wood from Al-Jazeera Perfumes. It's a Qatari brand. I haven't tested them before, and obviously I haven't tested the Sidra Wood one, so this is a blind buy for me. Now, a couple of things. The perfumer here is Quentin Bisch, and I'm sure if you're into perfumery, you have heard his name, and you could say that he's maybe not most famous, but at least famous for making such creations as Ganymede for Marc Antoine Barry. So that is the background. That is why I blind bought Sidra Wood, because if you look at Fragrantica, you will notice that it's usually compared to two of his previous work, and that are of course Ganymede and B683. So what I'm thinking that I'm going to get from Sidra Wood is going to be Akigala wood mixed with leather and some spices and floral aspects. So yeah, those are my expectations. And like always, this video is not sponsored. I bought this perfume with my own money, and nobody is paying me anything for this review. Not Al-Jazeera, not the boutique where I bought this. So all the opinions are honest and my own. So opening the box, you see nice gold inside. I think it's, for the price point, it's what you can expect from something like this. And obviously, moving from the box, the bottle, first of all, magnetic cap, that's always a plus. I'm going to show it to you, like so. And if I remember correctly, it's 70 milliliters. And the bottle, I think it's nice. It has some glitter on it, and the wood or the tree, I guess it's Sidra tree, is like engraved on the bottle. I like it. Let's see, I'm going to show you also the atomizer. So let's see, one spray and two sprays. Pretty good atomizer. And like so. And what I'm getting from the start, obviously, the first seconds, is this leather note, definitely. That's pretty close to B683. So the people who compare this to that of Quentin Bisch's previous creation, I think they're onto something. So you get this leather. Then I get some spices and some fruitiness. I'm not sure if it's apple or what is going on, but I think it's apple. And maybe a hint of saffron, or probably it's safraline or something like that. And this pretty nice leather, not like leather hide. I would not say it's animalic, but more like maybe new leather jacket, or like really good leather seats in some luxury car. And definitely woods. Now, because I know it's Akigala wood, so okay, yeah, obviously it's going to be Akigala wood. And you can pretty much, if you know how it smells, if you have sampled or tried or you own other woody scents that are based on Akigala wood, I think you are going to notice it and you are going to know that this contains it. So at this moment it smells pretty nice, and I also get something like floral note. I remember there should be rose in this one, not like strong rose, definitely not at least at this moment, but more like it's a hint, like you get this leather, spices, and a little bit of fruitiness, and then the rose note is like somewhere in the background hiding. So at this moment, really interesting. I would not say it's dark or light or anything like that. It just smells like nice woody leathery scent. So the top notes are saffron and geranium, the middle notes are leather, rose and labdanum, and the base notes are Akigala wood, cashmeran and surprisingly vanilla. But at this moment in the middle, yeah, I guess there's some vanilla, but I would not say it's like sweet one. Cashmeran, yeah, I guess it's there, but truthfully, I kind of don't notice it. I think it mixes so much with everything and it's more in the background, so it's not like I don't get that like cashmeran, like the note isn't prominent for me. But like I say, saffron, so that was the one that gives the spiciness, and geranium and rose of course gives that floral aspect. Yeah, I would say it smells like it is supposed to smell. But now I need to take a little break, drink a cup of coffee, and let's see in about half an hour or 1 hour how is this going to develop. So it has been about 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hour since I first applied this scent, Sidra Wood, and I would say it's still going strong at this moment, and I would say that it's even actually stronger now than when I first applied it. So I expect pretty decent or actually good longevity from this one. And also I will add that the nice thing is that it seems to leave a nice sillage, because every time I move my hands or I move myself around, I get this scent bubble, like the scent is always surrounding me and leaving a nice trail. Now, regarding how has it changed, not much. I think it's pretty linear scent. Now, the first time when I applied it, I told you about the apple, even though it doesn't have anything fruity going on. I think it's the leather note that's playing these tricks. But that has died down a little bit, so it's not as fruity anymore. And also now I noticed that the cashmeran is coming a little bit more vanilla. I still don't really get it. I'm sure it's there, and I think it's just working nicely with the other notes, that it's like creating this warm woody blanket, but it's not gourmand. And I don't notice it. Now the rose mixed with geranium, I think they are still there, and I would say they are actually playing really nicely with this woody notes and cashmeran notes. But again, I would not call this rose scent, because for that one I think the rose should be more prominent. But at the same time, it's sort of like woody leather floral scent. I know it sounds a little bit dumb, but that's what you're getting at. And definitely now I see that after this time it starts to lean away from B683 and also from Ganymede, where Ganymede is more violet leaf and mineral one, and B683 goes into or stays this leathery, woody leathery one. Then this one, I think because of the Cashmeran note and the light floral note, it goes into its own direction. The floral note actually makes this unisex, and it's going to smell good on pretty much any person. I see this scent as a great scent for like jeans and leather jacket kind of scent, like a little bit of this biker girl, biker boy style. But you can also dress it, I think, with something like an evening gown or a suit or anything like that. I think it's going to smell fantastic. And I mean, in the summertime, if you spray it lightly, I think it's good for casual appearances also. Why not? It's not like too difficult scent, if you know what I mean. But it does smell expensive, and it does smell good and clean, and people will notice it. And if you care about compliments, I would say that this is probably this style of scent that actually will get you compliments. It's possible, definitely sample. And if you like B683 from Marc-Antoine Barry or Ganymede, you like this style of scent, then I think this is definitely a scent to try. The pricing point, I think it's pretty fair for this kind of scent. And yeah, you're getting what you're paying for. 0 to 10, I would rate this at, let's say, 8 out of 10. So I think it's good. Slightly floral, slightly fruity, woody leather. And definitely you can notice that it's Quentin Bisch work. So in good way and also in a bad way. If you're not a fan of his work, then probably you're not going to like it. So my final thoughts about this scent. So after wearing it a couple of times, I have to say I really like it. First of all, the performance for me, it's almost like perfect. So it's strong. I would say 8 hours is minimum what you're going to get, because I got more like 10 hours, and it could be going even for 12 hours. Now obviously at those points it's going to be a skin scent, but you get the point that it stays actually pretty nice on the skin. And it also is somewhat linear, so what you're getting in the opening, your skin is going to smell pretty much the same. So this kind of floral, slightly fruity leather, and yeah, and wood, of course, Akikala wood. Sillage projection, also I would say good for about 3 to 4 hours. It was, or it is easily perceivable. So when you move around or you walk or something, you continuously get some whiffs of this scent. And also by that point, I'm sure that other people around you also get this scent. So I think it's good, but it's not too overpowering. Like, I don't feel like it's room filling, but it's just the right. So it's like a scent bubble around you. Yeah, after 3 to 4 hours, of course, it dies down and it stays close to the skin. And 5 hours, it's obviously already just a skin scent. But if you, let's say, you smell yourself close, you will definitely notice it. And like I say, no funky or strange dry down. The dry down is pretty much the same fragrance that you're always getting. And I appreciate this, because sometimes the fragrances turn really weird in the deep dry down. Sprays, you can really moderate how strongly you smell. So a couple of sprays, I think it's pretty much safe anywhere you go. But if you want to smell strongly, just give like 5 sprays. Well, 6 if you're going outside. And yeah, I think you're going to smell pretty strongly. So I appreciate this kind of scent. I think it's very versatile. Like I say, it goes with different styles. It's not too challenging, but at the same time, it is a niche scent. So those are my final thoughts. Like I say, I actually like this, and especially I think during the autumn, this is going to be nice. Now, I'm not sure in the winter time, if it's really cold, how the Akigala wood will behave, because I noticed that when it's really cold, like below freezing temperatures, the Akigala wood might come out a little bit too piercing, at least with Ganymede. So I'm not sure about this, but at least like when it's colder summer months and autumn or spring, I think this is going to be like really beautiful scent. And I really appreciate the slight rose note. I think it brings out the leather really beautiful. So it is pretty much unisex scent. Anybody can wear this. So those are my thoughts. And comparing it to, let's say, Ganymede, I don't think there's any point. Totally different scents, although they share some similarities, of course. And with B683, also, except the opening, which is really similar, they both go in their own direction, especially because here, because of the rose note and the cashmeran note, which gives this a little bit more softness, and I would say a little bit more Middle Eastern style. But this is not funky oud or anything like that, so it's nothing too challenging. And yeah, so I think Quentin Bisch did really great work. So if you like this kind of scents, I think this is good scent. Blind buy worthy, again, I don't recommend blind buying any scents, but if you have a chance, let's say you go to Al-Jazeera boutique, definitely sample this. And I'm actually curious about sampling some other of their scents. I just tested out Onyx, and I think it was pretty interesting one. Really beautiful white flowers mixed with some musk and woods. And I would also like to sample and try their more expensive scents. So really interesting brand. So I hope I will have the chance to experiment more with them. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope this was informative for you and you got at least some answered about Sidra Wood from Al-Jazeera Perfumes. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. So bye bye, guys. Thank you. Enjoy your scents.